from my side. Good afternoon. I would like to welcome you. My name is Michael Meyer. I'm the Assistant Director International Sales at RIEGL, based in Austria. And I would like to take this occasion here at Survey India to spend a few words about our latest product, the RIEGL VUX1 laser scanner. It is the first survey-grade laser scanner for integration with unmanned aerial vehicles. First of all, a few words about the challenge. So we have realized that the new generation of aircraft or helicopters are opening nowadays a variety of new and complex surveying situations. Many types of unmanned aircrafts or helicopters are available nowadays and are ready to enter the civil airspace. And so we have thought it is time for a survey-grade LiDAR solution. And that was our main constraint to develop in direction of the VUX1. A new class in laser scanning. So this slide shows the four main areas RIEGL is being active since several years now. So it starts from the classical terrestrial laser scanning and industrial laser scanning, and over the last few years the mobile and airborne laser scanning business was a very growing market. With the introduction of the VUX1, a new market segment is opening, which we call unmanned laser scanning, in short ULS. And it's nice to see, because we think that this new class of laser scanning takes advantage of the already existing segments, both in hardware and also in software side, as we will also see afterwards. Some key facts on the scanner itself. As you can see it here on the table, it is very compact and lightweight, so it has around 3.6 kilograms. But even if it's very small and lightweight, we have the features inside, which RIEGL customers well know from other larger airborne scanners, for example, or also our mobile scanning devices. We have a pulse repetition rate of up to 550 kilohertz and up to 200 scans per second in scan speed. And most important is it is a survey-grade instrument, so the ranging accuracy and precision is given with 10 or 5 millimeters. The operating flight altitude is around 1,000 feet, and the field of view is rather large. It is 330 degrees, enabling you also data acquisition in narrow and complex environment. The data storage for storing the scan data is internally. We have a 240 gigabyte SSD hard drive, and the power consumption is with 60 watts while scanning quite low. I have here an excerpt of the data sheet. Data sheets are available at our booth, where I've marked the most important features in the red circles. So the laser pulse repetition rate, it's adjustable from 50 kilohertz to 550. At the 550 kilohertz, we still have flight altitudes of up to 110 meters approximately, which is quite a common altitude for UAVs. And again, the survey-grade accuracy and precision given with 10, respectively 5 millimeters. I have a short example here on this slide for point density. So this is the graph showing the lines for 550 kilohertz pulse repetition rate. And when having a flight altitude of 100 meters above ground level and a cruising speed of 30 knots, we have a point density of around 57 points per square meter in nadir direction. The field of view, it is large with 330 degrees, and there are two main reasons from our perspective why to use UAVs instead of unmanned aircraft or helicopters. This is safety and efficiency. So safety, because often areas are available where it's not possible or not allowed to fly with manned helicopters or aircrafts. in future, I'm quite sure UAVs will be used exactly for such purposes. And efficiency, it is not only possible with the 330 degrees field of view to cover the ground data, but also surrounding areas, like we see here in this picture. When flying through a city in 100 meters, 80 meters height, you can even cover the facades, for example, of the buildings. As I have mentioned before, so although the scanner is compact, lightweight, and very small, it gives you the advantages of the features which are which have been developed from RIEGL for also other scanner types. And one example is the multiple time around processing. Our laser scanner, all of our laser scanners are based on the time of flight measurement principle. So we are very much relying on the speed of light for the transmission of the different signals. And sometimes speed of light is simply too slow a little bit for us, which means that you can have several echo or target echoes at the same time in the air, which leads to range ambiguity problems if you do not do anything against it. For example, with the VUX1, when scanning with the highest pulse repetition rate of 550 kilohertz, and for altitudes higher than 250 meters, you have at the same time two targets in the air, which is shown here on this picture with MTA zone 2. And we at RIEGL, we have an automatic software solution which is called RIEGL to resolve such range ambiguity issues without the user interaction, fully automatically in post-processing. Another feature which is integrated with the VUX1 and which is well known to RIEGL users already from airborne technology is the multiple target capability. That means that for one transmitted laser pulse you can receive several return echoes. This is possible due to the digitization of the echo signal and subsequent online waveform processing. This is especially important for applications like forestry or for areas where you have dense vegetation, or also open pit mining. As you can see it here in the picture, even if there is a tree, you can have returns from the tree branches, and as soon as there is no total reflection of the laser beam, it travels through to the up to the ground point. I have here an example showing this capability in a nice way. We have here the original LiDAR data showing the ground points and vegetation. There is a simple filter algorithm in our software process to filter out these vegetation areas to receive only the ground points. Vegetation is then a separate layer. Then it's only a minor step to define growth monitoring and tree height models. And of course, end result should be a sharp and accurate digital terrain model without any disturbing vegetation. And this is important for customers in the forestry area where they have the deadfall of the forests. Other applications are, for example, power line mapping, which is a big issue currently in Europe, corridor mapping, railway scanning, transmission lines, and also open pit mining. So in future there will be, I think, a big increase of UAVs in these open pit mining areas to do the monthly service and volume calculations, brake line detections, etc. RIEGL will not only offer the VUX1 scanner itself, but also a complete turnkey system together with IMU and GNSS, and also a camera solution. There is also a radio link available at certain UAVs to transmit the data directly from the UAV to the ground station. This shows a typical setup which we have used also for our own tests. And I would also like to give you some integration examples with UAVs. We are currently in cooperation. So this is, for example, an integration in Belgium, company Flying Cam. Or here, this is our good old friend from Switzerland, company Eros. They have integrated laser scanners in the past, and now also the VUX1. Here an example from Norway, an example from the US, and here the integration of our partner in China. And for the end, I just want to show you a short video, 1 minute, where you can see the data acquisition with the VX1 near our offices in Austria. So this first example is a castle nearby, and you can see here now the VX1 scanner mounted, and this is the reacquire software where you can have direct feedback from the flight lines, overlap and IMU GNSS conditions. This is the point cloud processing the RGB, point cloud together with RGB information from the camera. That's the original image we have used in Nikon D800, standard DSLR camera for this acquisition, and the final point cloud result. And shortly another example, power line mapping. You see the wires can be detected quite good. They are very thin. And the last step here is an example. For example, when you see at the vegetation areas, the yellow means first target, blue means a last target. So the multiple target capability is shown here quite well. Thank you very much for your attention, and in case of any questions, please visit me at our booth. Thank you.